Where I've been working on many other people's setups over the past couple of months, I've actually been neglecting my own. And currently, my studio is a mess. Not only do I use this space for my own personal creative needs, I also run it as a small business where I rent the space out to other productions and creatives to use for their own videos. However, there have been a couple of things which I feel could do improving on as a business. And one of them is to improve the facilities I can offer to new clients.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Build your brand, connect with your audience, and sell anything on your terms. Make it happen with Squarespace.
Right now, my toilet facilities are in trouble. We use communal toilets, and I am in quite an industrial estate. So as you can imagine, what Glastonbury toilets are like, these are like 10 times worse. By the way, I have checked that no one is in here, and it's also a Sunday, so literally no one's gonna come here. As you can see, the men's urinals, the crates are blocking it because these are apparently out of order. It's been like this for the past 2 years. There's a little kitchenette here, absolute filth. There's like a random milk bottle here that I think some people use as their bidet. I'm very confused, but if someone can shed light on that in the comments, please do. Now there's 3 cubicles. They're all just as bad as each other. This is the sink situation. There's like dripping taps. They're filthy and the sinks are just dirty. It just makes me feel very unhygienic in this place. And I can't imagine that if you're a client of the studio and you have to come here to do your business, how you'd feel coming back into my lovely space. Like you just feel a bit grossed out for the day. So yeah, I would like an upgrade, please. Also, like, what the hell is this? Is that someone trying to use this wall as a toilet? Did they literally just spread their cheeks and just blast on the wall? What? I need to go through like one of them chambers that they have in Monsters Inc. Now, for many of years, I've been told that I have no plumbing access to my unit. However, recently we have discovered that we do have plumbing access, and that's great news because it means I can finally build my own loo here. And we figured out a solution. It comes with one problem. We're gonna have to sacrifice some space from the kit room where I hold all of my equipment for video shoots. However, I think it's a worthy upgrade.
So we kick things off by clearing out the kit room and marking up a rough outline of the new space. Then I headed off for a couple of days to build the Angry Ginge setup, but whilst I was away, the plumbing and construction work was already cracking on back there. And when I came back, that left me with one final job, decorating.
We have a toilet. Incredible stuff, right? So because that space was being worked on, all of my kit that was stored in there is all over the studio. And I'm using this as a good opportunity to declutter and rearrange stuff. And another big productive thing we're gonna do is build a little kitchenette in this area over here. This will serve as an area where people can make themselves some teas and coffees, as well as help themselves to the fridge, get some snacks, and yeah, just feel at comfort when you're in the studio. Even though it might not be, you know, a popular YouTuber setup, this is something that is gonna benefit me and the business that I'm trying to run here. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. I think I have to get rid of everything here and strip it back all to basics, and then we can start fitting in some kitchen units. So let's get cracking with that. So the kitchen cabinet, built them all. They're secured to the wall. The worktop is gonna go on next. One fun thing I'm gonna be doing is adding this LED light under the worktop. We're also hoping to connect all the plumbing as well. So there'll be a nice tap, a little sink here. A little sink, actually, I picked up a bargain the other day in Howden's.
Showing your age now, Cobby.
Oh yeah, I'm showing my age here, but I had it on clearance, 50 quid. Apparently without any discounts, if you was to buy this like straight up, it's like 250 quid. Now this little corner that's been created because our bathroom's been fitted, I'm thinking have this as our GoPro / action camera corner. So anything action camera related, I'm talking about plastic accessories. They've all been categorized in these trays. Like, name me any attachment you want and I'll probably have it. So yeah, and this is all down to all the unique Sidemen shoots we do when they ask us to film them in unique situations. So over the years, I've collected every single accessory you can think of for action cameras. So throw any activity my way and we'll be able to capture it. So these are very handy to have. Like, you want to go film in a water park, but you need a stick with a handle on it because that's the regulations in water park. I've got ratchet straps from when I needed to secure GoPros onto like a rubber dinghy when they went white water rafting. We've got wrist straps for all the times that the boys went and done theme park videos and went onto rides. Honestly, like, name me any situation you want to film someone in and we've got it covered right there. The worktop is going in. Well, we're kind of just placing it down for now to see how it looks like. So this is a 3-meter worktop. Trying to work out how much overhang I want because I want to know if I want to place the fridge on top or the bottom. Now we've been working hard here, upgrading the kitchenette, private bathroom, anything to make the client experience here at Icon Studios flawless. Like I really want this space to be a place where people are inspired to bring their ideas to life. And to help get the word out about Icon Studios, I've even built it a custom website built on Squarespace. And with a website built on Squarespace, clients can now check out the studio and its availability when it comes to booking. They can browse the calendar, check a specific time, and create a booking all on the website. And once the booking date and time have been confirmed, they could even process payments on the website too. And for me as a business owner, this makes the whole process completely effortless on my end. I just need to make sure the space is nice and clean, and then all the boring admin stuff like invoice generation, stuff like that, it's all sorted for me by Squarespace. And if you're a business owner like myself or just a creative who needs a portfolio, then check out Squarespace for all of your website building needs. Plus, you can get a sweet discount if you use my code Constantine at checkout to purchase your first website or domain. Link is in the description. Pretty good progress with the kitchen area. We've got our sink in, the worktops in, the water's up and running. Hot water isn't though, so we couldn't get hot water plumbing. The alternative is to get one of these units that will then give us hot water. Now where we had our foliage wall previously here, it's left a lot of screw holes. So I've gone ahead and filled them all up, sanded it down, and it looks really good. Next step is to paint this wall. I'm still a bit indecisive about what color to paint it or what design to do it in. So for now, we're just gonna go with black again. I want it up and running as soon as possible because we've got some clients coming through and I need this to be ready. Our next mission is to get the doors sorted for the cabinets. And then all we gotta do is just paint everything, which is gonna be fun because I absolutely love painting. I'm gonna start painting the inside of the bathroom color. I'm waiting for something called Timeless from Dulux. Oh. Update time, I've painted the bathroom. I'm kind of not sure on it, to be honest. I thought it would be a warmer white, and I don't know if I've made the right decision because I really like the character of the OBS. However, I do have a vision and I'm gonna send it. And hopefully at the end it will look good. So currently what I'm doing is nailing all of these shiplaps all the way across the room. So it's gonna be like halfway, and then we're gonna stain it in a dark oak. And like the accessories I've got should complement the design. All right, update time. All of the doors for the kitchens are on. Now these were simply cut down from a large MDF sheet because A, MDF is cheaper than buying a single door, especially when you can cut multiple doors from one sheet. And then the pattern on here is being routed by a router. So yeah, my job now is to get these painted and then put back on. Also, I haven't painted this wall yet because I thought I'd wait for our electrics to be fitted. So I'm getting some sockets installed right now, and that should give us the use of some kitchen facilities like a microwave, a fridge, and some other bits and bobs. Also, I absolutely love these soft close hinges because to take the doors off, all you got to do is like hinge the little thing at the back and then they just slide off. No screws needed. Perfect, right, let's get to painting these. we go. We have a painted kitchen. The background's all nice now. I'm gonna start putting the doors in because they're dry by now. And then I think we're almost ready for the final reveal. Right now, all the sockets are dangling out as well. I even protected them from all the paint as well. So I'm really looking forward to like slotting them in, stepping back and having a look at the final design, because right now it still seems like there's a lot to do, but we're almost there. With us taking up extra space out of the kit room to put a bathroom in, my worst fears were like, oh my God, I'm not gonna have anywhere to store my kit. Kind of worked out all right in the end. The biggest upgrade has happened round the corner. We have a new kitchen installed as well as a toilet. And for me, as it stands, that is my ultimate dream setup here in the studio. Now, it might not be like your household kitchen because I don't have an oven, a dishwasher, or any of those major big cooking facilities. I don't need them. I just need a place where I can potentially bang up an air fryer or like one of them portable hobs, a microwave, tea kettles. But mainly what I was missing before was a sink. I don't know if I've mentioned, but we officially have hot water as well. And then do I need to show you what's in here? I'll quickly give you a flash of the cupboards. Plates, pick some basic ones up from Amazon. All right, can we please ignore the fact that the inside of this hasn't been painted yet? And then this little cupboard, we've got like our teas and coffees. I'm also looking to put on these doorknobs at some point. I'm still kind of making my mind up about these. What do we have here? Ah, yes, my halogen oven. Can't officially call it an air fryer because it uses different tech. Yeah, just a bunch of cleaning products here, nothing too exciting. The sink and hot water, very exciting, honestly. Oh, I'm so excited. Little tour. I mean, it's not a massive space, so there's not much to show you guys. What have we done in here? Sort of painted the walls, added some shiplap on here, stained it, made it a bit of a darker feel, added some tiles. We've got these in B&Q from £9 a tile, which is criminal, to £2 a tile. They were in the reduced section, so I got myself some tiles. I completely did them wrong. I forgot that you need to add some more spacing between them. Let's ignore that. I'm not a professional tile fitter, but they're holding, which is a good sign. Got a little mirror here. It can change like the color temperatures of this light here. Went for a rustic looking hand towel holder. Got this looking all vintagey as well. I didn't want to go like super modern in this space. I don't know why. I'm a bit sick of that feel. I want something with a bit more character. Basic IKEA plant. Got this loo roll holder as well. It's very antique looking. I'm a big fan of it. And got some funny art. The face that everybody will be making when you come out the bathroom here at Con Studios. There's loads of like funny toilet humor artwork out there. There was like a Mona Lisa with a nose peg on her and like holding a bunch of loo roll. And I don't know why, I just went for this one instead. Got a little shelf here I put up to hold all the loo rolls. I stole a lot of props from Kirsty and I brought them over here. Please don't tell her. Actually, if she watches my videos, she'll be coming up the stairs to scream at me right now and demanding these things back. She had like one of these energy stones. Little bendy candle. Obviously got the toilet, it flushes well. Has anyone taken a dumpsy here yet? Guilty! I've got a little soap dispenser here. Give your hands a wash. We're gonna have a system here in this toilet. Whenever it's like, you know, danger zone or you've left something toxic in here, you need to let other people know. That's like, you know, that's like give it 10 minutes, maybe give it half an hour before you get in here. And then for our nervous weers and pooers, we've got like different modes. So this one's supposed to represent like a glacier. Nature poo. Maybe in the future I should have speakers that constantly just loop like really peaceful sound. I'm thinking, now hear me out, I know this is a big ask. If this video gets 1 million views, I'll rip this toilet out and I'll put in one of them fancy Japanese toilets that washes your bum and all. That's only happening at 1 million views. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys as always, and stay tuned to some more updates because I do have something else I'm working on here in the studio that's coming up very soon. Also, van update with Luke, for those of you that tuned into that series. We are working hard on arranging another date where me and Luke can build some new stuff in his van. Until then, stay tuned and I'll see you on the next one.